we will discuss about the integration, which is one of the most important mathematical concepts in our physics point of view. Integration is the reverse process of differentiation. Suppose if we differentiate capital Fx with respect to x, then we get small fx. It means differentiation of capital Fx is small fx. It means if we integrate small fx with respect to x, this is the sign of integration. Small fx with respect to x, it should be equal to capital Fx. Here capital Fx is called integration of small fx with respect to x, and small fx is called integrand, means the quantity which is to be integrated, that is called integrand. It means here capital Fx is the integration of integrand small fx. Integration, it is of two types. One is indefinite integration and other is definite integration. So what is indefinite integration? Indefinite integration means the integration in which the number of in which the limit of integration is not given. When the limit of integration is not given, then such integration is called indefinite integration, and its general form, integration of small fx dx is equal to capital Fx into d by dx of x, means differentiation of x, plus c. C here means in each and every question of integration, differentiation is must. So you should know the concept of differentiation also along with the integration. And this c is called integration constant. Why we introduce c here, we will discuss about later on. Now second integration, definite integration. In definite integration, when limit of integration is given or known, then such type of integration is called definite integration. Its general form, suppose integration fx dx, where x is varying from a to b. A is called lower limit and b is called its upper limit. And its integration we have seen above. It is capital Fx d by dx of x. Now limit is varying from x is equal to a to b. This is the value of x. So instead of x here, write down fb minus f. Here dx by dx get cancelled 1. So fb minus fa. So there is no need to introduce plus c along with the definite integration, because its value is fixed. Let's see why integration constant c is added with the answer of indefinite integration. Suppose we are taking an example, differentiation of x square, as we know it is 2x. So integration of 2x, it should be x square, and yes, it is x square. But in second example, if we differentiate x square plus 5 with respect to x, then again its differentiation is 2x. It means when we integrate this 2x along with the x with respect to x, then its integration should not equal to x square plus 5, because integration of 2x, it remains x square, not x square plus 5. It means here this plus 5 term is lacking. So that is answer is lacking by plus 5. So integration constant in adding with answer of indefinite integration. Correct now? So why be adding plus c along with the answer of indefinite integration? Because of sometimes it get lacking with some factors. That's why here plus c is added along with the integration answer when it is indefinite. Let's see the few formula of integration. First formula, x power n dx. Its integration become x power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 into, in denominator, d by dx of x. The condition for this formula is n should not equal to minus 1, because if x is equal to minus 1, it becomes x inverse, that is 1 by x, and we have the direct formula of x inverse. Let us an example, x cube. So its integration become x power 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 into d by dx of x. So since x is itself x here, so it get cancelled, become x power 4 by 4. Second formula, integration of product of constant and a variable. Here c is constant, b is variable, and we are going to integrate it with respect to x. So integration become constant into integration of variable. Let's see an example. Integrate 2x cube. 2 is constant and x cube is variable. So constant is taken out from integration sign. It become 2 integration of x cube dx. Use x power n formula here, because it is given the form of x power n dx. Become 2 x power 4 upon 4 dx by dx, and finally we will get 1 by 2 x power 4. Similarly, Third formula, integration of an isolated constant. C is an isolated constant. We should integrate it with respect to x. So it can be written as C into x power 0, because x power 0 itself 1. So C into x power 0 dx. So it is come in the form of product of constant and variable, you can say. So C is taken out, integration of x power 0 dx, and instead of n written 0, use x power n formula here. So C x power 0 plus 1 upon 0 plus 1 dx by dx. So finally we will get Cx, means the integration of an isolated constant C with respect to x is equal to that constant into that variable x. Suppose if given integration of dx, nothing is written before dx, so we can write here 1, and instead of 1 we can write x power 0. This change in the form of third formula, integration of constant into dx. So x power 0 plus 1 upon 0 plus 1 dx by dx, so its answer is x. Fifth, integration of x inverse dx can be written as 1 upon x dx. See here, that's why written in first formula x power n should not equal to minus 1. Correct now? So 1 upon x, it is log x upon d by dx of x. Why? Because as you know, the differentiation of log x is 1 upon x d by dx of x. So its integration of 1 upon x become log x upon d by dx of x. Let us an example, integration of 1 upon 5x dx. See here, it can be written as integration of 1 upon 5 into 1 upon x dx. So it turned in the form of product of constant and variable. The constant may taken out, 1 upon 5, integration of 1 upon x dx, and integration of 1 upon dx is log x upon d by dx of x. It become 1 upon 5 log x upon d by dx of x. It get cancelled. So your answer is 1 upon 5 log x. Sixth formula, integration of e to the power x dx is the exponent. So its integration will remain e to the power x upon d by dx of x. Why? Because differentiation of e to the power x, that will remain e to the power x into d by dx of x. Let us an example which is related with this formula, e power x square dx. See here, instead of x, now x square is written. So it will remain e to the power x. So it will remain e to the power x square upon d by dx of x. Instead of x, here x square is written. D by dx of x square become e power x square, and if we differentiate x square by using x power n formula, it become n x power n minus 1 into d by dx of x. It get cancelled. Your answer is e power x square upon 2x. Sixth formula, integration of constant to the power variable into dx, a power x dx, and its integration become a power x upon log a into d by dx of x. Why it is? Because the differentiation of a power x, as you know, a power x into log a d by dx of x. So integration of a power x become a power x upon log a into d by dx of x in denominator. Let us an example, a power 5x dx, which is given in the form of x. Instead of x, now 5x is written. It will remain a to the power x, that is a to the power 5x upon log a into d by dx of x. And what is x here? 5x. So a power 5x upon log a. Now differentiate this 5x with respect to x. It is product of constant and variable. So 5 into d by dx of x. Your answer become a power 5x upon 5 log a. Seventh formula, integration of sin x with respect to x. It is minus cos x upon d by dx of x, because as you know, the differentiation of cos x is equal to minus sin x into d by dx of x. Let us an example, sin x cube dx. Instead of x, now x cube is written here. See, so minus cos x cube upon d by dx of x, and what is x here? X cube. Now differentiate x cube with respect to x. Its differentiation is 3x square. So your answer is minus cos x cube upon 3x square. Eighth formula, integration of cos x dx is equal to sin x upon d by dx of x. Why? Because the differentiation of sin x is equal to cos x into d by dx of x. If we take it sin x, it become cos x into d by dx of dx into d by dx of x. Dx dx cancelled, become cos x dx. Okay, so it's example cos e to the power x. See here, instead of x, now e to the power x is written. It is sin e to the power x upon d by dx of e to the power x, and as you know, differentiation of e to the power x will remain e to the power x. So your answer becomes sin e to the power x upon e to the power x. Ninth formula, integration of sec square x dx that is tan x upon d by dx of x. Why? Because as you know, the differentiation of tan x with respect to x is sec square x into d by dx of x. Correct? So if we take its example, sec square 1 upon x dx. Instead of x, now 1 upon x is written. So tan 1 upon x upon d by dx of 1 upon x. That is tan 1 upon x upon d by dx of x power minus n. Use x power n formula here of differentiation. It become tan 1 upon x minus 1 x power minus 2 dx by dx. So that is minus x square tan 1 by x. 10th formula, integration of cosec square x dx, it is minus cot x upon d by dx of x. Why? Because the differentiation of cot x with respect to x is minus cosec square x into dx by dx. Let us an example. Integration of cosec square 2x. Here instead of x, now 2x is written. It is x. So it become minus cot 2x upon d by dx of x, and x is 2x. So it is minus cot 2x. It is the product of constant and variable of differentiation. So 2 into differentiation of variable, that is dx by dx, get cancelled. So your answer is minus 1 upon 2 cot 2x. 11th, integration of sec square x tan x dx. Its integration becomes sec x upon d by dx of x. Why? Because differentiation of sec x, as you know, it is cosec square x tan x into d by dx of x. Let us an example. Integration of sec square x square tan x square dx. Correct now? So instead of x, now x square is written. So it becomes sec x square upon d by dx of x square. Use here x power n formula of differentiation, becomes sec x square upon 2x. So it is the answer. 12th, integration of cosec x into cot x dx is equal to minus cosec x upon d by dx of x. Why it is? Because differentiation of cosec x, as you know, it is minus cosec x cot x into d by dx of x. Let us an example related with this formula. Suppose here integration of cosec sin x cot sin x dx. See here, instead of x, now sin x is written. X is variable, so we can take any value. So its integration become minus cosec x. What is x here? Sin x upon d by dx of x. And what is x here? Sin x. Become minus cosec sin x upon differentiation of sin x. As you know, it is cos x into d by dx of x, get cancelled. So your answer is minus cosec sin x upon cos x. Or you can write, as you know, the reciprocal of sec x, it is 1 by cos x. So instead of sec x, we can write 1 upon cos x. So instead of 1 upon cos x, here write down sec x. So it become minus sec x into cosec x sin x. Suppose if function is given in the form of sum or difference of various variables or constant, whatever it is, u plus minus v plus minus w and so on. So this integration sign get distributed over each term, get distributed. Let us an example, 5 plus x square minus 1 upon x plus e to the power x plus sin x dx. So first this integration sign get distributed over each term. Integration of 5 dx, as you know, it's 5x. Integration of x square x cube by 3 in minus integration of 1 upon x, as you know, it is log x, plus integration of e to the power x, that will remain e to the power x, it is already discussed earlier, plus integration of sin x, it is minus cos x. Other let's see few example of definite integration. Suppose here given sin x dx, and when the limit of x is varying from 0 to 9, 0 is lower limit, 9 is upper limit. So first integrate sin x, and as you know, integration of sin x is minus cos x, and x is varying from 0 to 90. Take it out, negative sign, become cos of upper limit minus cos of lower limit. So it become minus cos 90 minus cos 0. As you know, cos 90 0, cos 0 1. So your final answer is plus 1. Similarly, next example, integrate mv dv means integrate momentum with respect to velocity, where velocity is varying from u to v. So a mass is supposed to be constant here because it can't vary with respect to velocity. So m v to the power n, integrate from u to v dv. Use x power n formula of integration here, and instead of n, here 1 is written. It become m v square upon 2, and v is varying from u to v. M by 2, 2 is constant, take it out. First put upper limit instead of v, that become v square, minus lower limit become u square. So it become mv square by 2 minus mu square by 2. It can be written as half mv square minus half mu square. And as you know, it is final kinetic energy, and this is initial kinetic energy, that is change in kinetic energy. And as you know, by Burke energy theorem, change in kinetic energy is equal to work done. So there are various questions available in your reference book. You go through and just practice the integration because it is very important topic for 11th point of view and as well as 12th class point of view, because in 12th class various derivations are based on integration. Thank you.